All right, and welcome back to the chart review today. Today, I personally took one little small trade pre-market. It was a loss. I'm not really gonna go over it. It wasn't a good trade at all. But after that, I feel like the price action that we had today was tricky as well. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to use. I'm using sorry, I'm using the ticker NQM 2024 from now on. Regardless, because I found out that that's the one that I should be using. I was using NQ1, but I need to be using NQM 2024. I was looking at ICT, he was using that, but enough me yapping. So this morning we had unemployment claims at 8:30. Unemployment claims at 8:30. That was pretty much our red folder news for today, and that occurred. Let's pull up the charts. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. 8:30 a.m. Dang, I don't even know where we're at right now. Wait, hold up. Let me go on NQ because I have all my annotations on there. Okay, we'll look at NQ today. But basically, bias going to today, if we look at NQM, we still had this low that we hadn't taken yet. On my chart, that low had been taken, but I would have been more bearish if I saw that we hadn't taken this low. But we haven't taken this low yet on NQM 2024, so therefore the draw is lower. Draw is still lower on the higher time frames, and that would have been the bias going into today. So going into the morning, pretty short bias, but in the morning around when we wake up, we see all of this generated liquidity. All of this is generated liquidity, and it feels like every day when we've woken up or we've waken up, there's always been generated liquidity. That's what we were doing today. This morning in London, we were just generating liquidity on a move lower to then have a smart money reversal to then target the liquidity that we've been generating. That is the definition of a market maker buy model. All right, and so in the morning, I didn't really see a whole lot of opportunity. Looking back, there was a little sneaky opportunity to short this right around open. We have generated sell side here, and then we also have this low down here, generated sell side as well. Come up, we have an SMT, then there's a fair value gap. I think the entry is a little bit better on NQ, but this would have been the first entry. Me personally, I'm gonna let market open play out, but if you were to short this at market open, I feel like this would have been maybe a decent opportunity. Putting your stop at the high. SMT, we don't need to go higher at all, and then put your stop at the lows, and then take profit. We have this internal low here, and we also have a low down here. Then after that, we end up taking the low, I'm pretty sure this is previous day low. We end up taking previous day low on ES. No, that was not previous day low. That was PM low. We take PM low on ES, and I think we do end up taking previous day low. Yeah, we take previous day low on NQ. That's why. So we take previous day low on NQ. We have now taken liquidity. We now have an SMT at the lows, and now we're just waiting. We're waiting for reaction. We're waiting to see what price does. Then we get bought up. We're waiting. We don't have enough evidence here. 950 macro opens up. We're waiting. Price gets supported by this order block. We end up running fair value gaps. We close above these fair value gaps. Notice our flow. Starting to shift bullish. Come back down to this order block to then get respected. Here is the entry that I like, and this is an entry I'm going to start back testing a lot more. Is the 5-minute change in steady delivery and then 1 minute fair value gap. So as you can see right here, we have that 5-minute change in steady delivery. We close above this candle. That's your 5-minute change steady delivery. This now becomes a 5-minute order block. And then an entry off of a 1 minute fair value gap would be your ideal entry. We have original consolidation, generating liquidity to then trade to a higher time frame key level, such as a low fair value gap of that sort, to then have a smart money reversal, to then reverse and run all that liquidity that we have been generating. Right here, order blocks are supported. Maybe not look to take an entry there, but then we have this fair value gap, and as you can see, we just get bought up straight to buy side. And at this time, we come up, ES at the time has taken London high. This high up here is London high. We end up having an SMT at the highs and an SMT at the lows. So at this point in time, SMT at highs, SMT at lows. Me personally, I'm sitting back. Whenever I see SMT at highs, SMT at lows, I know opportunity probably isn't going to be the highest quality. That's what we end up happening. We end up getting displacement lower. Not really that clean and not really very efficient either, in my opinion. I wasn't expecting us to sell off to this low, to previous day low. Or, no, sorry, the low that we had generated. So we had a big move up, and then we just had to move down. I didn't expect us or anticipate us to go all the way down to this low, but we ended up doing it. And that I didn't really see much opportunity after that. And right here is when market, we just had a dump at open. A dump at open to then have a pump, to then reverse that pump, to then have another dump. Market has already moved enough. Market has already moved enough today. After I see this, then this, then this, like, I'm just going to step away. I don't need to get in on any of this, and I don't think there is any high-quality opportunity. The only thing I really even see is, okay, stop raid, internal swept. Now we have this isn't even a breaker. I mean, it's kind of a breaker, but it's not the highest quality. We have a breaker. We have a fair value gap here. We also have an inverse fair value gap here. This might be the only thing that I like, just to take up to this internal high. Other than that, I really don't like anything at all. Other than that, this times trading like this is when, in my opinion, you're going to get chopped up, and there just really isn't an opportunity there. And other than that, like, I don't really have much else besides bias going into tomorrow. So we're going to hop on NQ, and we're going to start with this chart because I'm going to now use NQM. But basically, so we have now taken this low here. Next objective and next target is going to be this low down here. We now clearly have market maker sell model. We now have a daily fair value gap up here. We also have a inverse fair value gap now. I'm just going to highlight out this portion. Actually, I'll highlight out all that. But this is now the inverse fair value gap. So I'm expecting to see something like this. This is what I'm expecting. Tomorrow's Friday. We could have a possible TGIF. I'm expecting to see some form of retracement up into this area to then head lower in the future. But I don't think after taking this low here that we're just going to continue lower. I think tomorrow might be some internal day. We might come up and run on these highs or these highs. But that's all I'm really looking at. It all depends what the overnight session does and what we do in the overnight. We do have this low all the way down here that is acting as sell side as well. We've been very bearish. We have now taken an internal low. I want to see what the overnight session does, but tomorrow could be a TGIF type of day. We have fair value gap here, 1 hour fair value gap here. Let's see what happens. Other than that, I really don't have anything else. I didn't trade today. I thought there was that market maker buy model, but that was it. That was it. I thought that this was the only market maker buy model we had. That SMT, sweep of liquidity, that confirms order block, fair value gap, original consolidation. This repeats every single day. Every single day, there will likely be something like this to where we have a original consolidation to then we trade away from to then have to a higher time frame key level, such as a fair value gap, such as an imbalance, such as fair value gap is an imbalance, such as a low, to then have a smart money reversal, which is confirmed by the SMT, to then get bought up, straight up, and that's exactly what happened. Other than that, I really don't have anything else. This is a quicker video today.